Now let's cover the second tournament that I just had this past weekend. 500 points Golden Age. Name theme team only by way of t-shirt. Bring a team based off your t-shirt. I had one of those white like Marvel Heroes t-shirt with a bunch of different random heroes. And on the t-shirt I had Thing, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, Wolverine, Captain America, Nightcrawler, and Spider-Man. And as you can see, at 500 points, that is going to be extremely hard to have 8 characters on the map at one time. So how did I do it? Well, as you see here, I used a bunch of the cheaper, figures and their alter egos. So I have Thor, Hulk, and Iron Man in their alter ego. So I have Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, and Donald Blake. And then I have this thing right here from the Marvel 10th anniversary set, which is 82 points. Really, really good thing. This was the first time I used it in a tournament, and I was thoroughly impressed. MVP on almost every single one of my matches. Then we have the 34-point Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man set. It's a different version of a Spider-Man, but it filled the need. Then obviously we have the all-powerful Nightcrawler from Web of Spider-Man, which is just an amazing figure. I don't rarely bring that figure out, but for this scenario, it fit the part and it played very well. Then we have a cheap Captain America, 50 points from the Gravity Feed Captain America set. And then we have Wolverine from Chaos Wars, which is a really good Wolverine actually, for 90 points. Special power on attack, where you attack a character and you can take their attack and plus it by 1. But he already has a 10, so invulnerability and 3 damage starting out. That is the team, and obvious reasons here. You're going to want to get to the alter ego superheroes as quick as possible, but you also want to use their powers to your benefit. Just like the Bruce Banner and Tony Stark, they have Outwit. That's really good paired up with a Nightcrawler to bring someone back to your army and then have Thing crush them. So that's a strategy that I use, basically using Captain America right here and then Spider-Man to kind of be like the front wall of the army, and then have Wolverine kind of to the side to be like, okay, what am I going to do? Then pull up Thing right behind those two guys, and then have Nightcrawler also on the wing. Second turn, go out, bring someone back, then use the alter egos here with their outwit, defense powers, and then have the Thing charge in with a heavy object for 6 damage. It worked out really, really well. This team did extremely well. I was shocked because I was thinking, I'm not really sure, there's a bunch of weak characters, but they did their part and I was pleased. Very pleased, and their alter ego versions are pretty good. Like the Hulk starts off with a charge, super strength, and invulnerability. So that's really good. Thor, run and shot, toughness, with 10 attack, 3 damage. And there's that power where you can't be targeted beyond 7 range. So that's pretty good. Iron Man starts off with run and shot and outwit. So then the transition from Tony Stark into Iron Man is not bad at all. And as you can see here, there's no flyers. But if you want flyers, you can alter ego into the superhero. So that's kind of the point there. And you see the utility belt in the back. You have to put that on Nightcrawler. That gives him Indom and then allows him to hypersonic 2 out of 3 turns to really make this team effective. Nightcrawler was a huge part in this team, but like I said before, the Thing was the major guy that did most of the damage. I didn't use prep time. I just kind of went with the whole, well, if we get the bonuses, great. If not, that's okay. I think the ability to have Indom on Nightcrawler is huge. So let's talk a little bit about the 3 matches I had. First team was against a S.H.I.E.L.D. team with Iron Man, 10th Anniversary, Full Dial, Brother Voodoo, Hawkeye, Victoria Hand, and Sharon Carter. The reason why I won this match was I pretty much overwhelmed Hawkeye and Sharon Carter as early as possible. He did get some good hits on me on Spider-Man and Captain America, and Iron Man did get a huge energy explosion, but then I had Donald Blake there to kind of heal back up a little bit, so that helped. Brother Voodoo did get some attacks off, but for whatever reason it wasn't all that effective. Either he would miss his mind control, or when he had the character for mind control, he missed. So he had some bad luck there. Like I said, I did lose Spider-Man and I did lose Captain America. And this match was really, really close. I actually only won by like a figure, really. I took out his Hawkeye and Sharon Carter, and he took out those two. And he almost took out Bruce Banner, and I think I still would have won by like 4 points. So it was a really, really close game, and he did really, really well. My goal on that was just to basically tie up Iron Man with as many people as possible and take out as many support figures before the match ended. I wasn't able to switch out to the Hulk, but I was able to pop into Iron Man and Thor in that match. And all three of the matches, I stayed with this thing and never got to the upgraded one, which I think this one's better, but I think once this thing takes some damage, then you might want to pop into the other thing. But for the most part, this basic thing right here starts off really good and holds its own. Team 2 was against Avengers team, Miss Marvel. Thing from the classic version where he can move and attack, which is really good. Good Thing was one of the best 100-point figures for a while there. Prowler, Goliath, Tigra, and Human Torch as well from the classic set, which has the poison, which actually did lock up Nightcrawler there, and I had to take a click of poison before I could push and get away. It was a really, really good match early on, and it was a lot of positioning for sure. And then once I was able to get a couple of nice hits off on Miss Marvel and the Thing and take out Human Torch, then it was just kind of like a cleanup match. But it was, I mean, for the first half of the match was positioning and losing some characters so that I could get into better position. As well, I lost, I think I just lost Spider-Man, or maybe Spider-Man and Captain America for this one. But it was a pretty tough battle. Like I said, I took one click of poison off of the Human Torch, which was kind of needed, but then Thing came in and charged him for 6 damage. Combination of the two outwits here with Bruce Banner and Tony Stark helped to get a lot of those damage reducers out of the way so that all my attacks stuck. And with the named theme team, because of the rules of this, I had 4 theme probs, which really helped quite a bit since there's really no prob on this team as it is right now. You just want to like spread out, be mobile, and then use your low pointing characters or characters that can take a hit or two on the front line. Like Wolverine was on the front line there. He did take one big hit, but he was able to heal back up a click, and by that time I was able to get some more damage on there. But this was a really good match there, but I think just the sheer numbers just overwhelmed by the end of the match. And the third team I went up against was a Skrull team, Super Skrull with the full utility belt, replica, and all 3 of the chases, Spider-Man, Cap, and Wolverine. This team was undefeated up until the final round, and he was doing really, really well. I used my outwit to outwit Captain America's run and shot to keep it so that I could, get as much position on the map as possible without taking any damage. Then once that happened, I was able to use Nightcrawler to bring him back and then have the Thing take him out with 11 attack for 6 damage, and then outwit Shape Change and Invulnerability on Super Skrull. And then the next turn I was able to have Thing again charge up on him, taking him out almost, then just with the cleanup attack with Nightcrawler. The rest of the match I was just using my other figures to AE into their superheroes and tie up the remaining characters. A positioning match early on, and then after that first KO, it was just kind of position my characters so that I don't take any huge losses before I'm able to take out some more characters. And this team, I was able to clear him just like the other Avengers team. But, this team is not necessarily overpowering, on everything here. You have to really protect the Thing here. Nightcrawler is really huge, and Wolverine is like another secondary nice attacker. This Spider-Man is actually not bad as a tie-up piece. You push him and he gets onto this super strength with super senses, because he starts off with charged super senses and toughness, which isn't necessarily a really strong click. So you charge in and then you push, and then you got the super senses 17. That's not too bad. Captain America here starts off with charge and then energy shield deflection. That's a pretty good wall to block characters. But if you want to tie up people, you push him and he gets combat reflexes. So there's some options there, stuff you need to know. And the Thing has Impervious, so he can be on the front line, and especially with all the other outwits you have there, you kind of have some options, and you can brawl and tie up people and then swoop in and just kind of get the kills you need. Now, the Alter Egos are really good on their support clicks, 2 outwits and, you know, support itself, or you can upgrade them into their superhero form, and then you can actually start dishing out some damage. So if you're looking at, I needed some more damage, you Alter Ego Tony Stark and Donald Blake, and now you have 2 run-and-shot characters that can fly and carry characters around. Then you have Hulk there that can charge super strength for 55 points, can do up to like 5 damage, 6 damage on Perplex, even though this team doesn't have Perplex, but crit hits. So for 500 points, you have a lot of options here, and I thought that was really, really good. All of the people that I played very well. All the matches were close, even up to the last minute. Can't say enough about our tournaments out there. They're always highly competitive. And if you haven't pre-ordered or checked out some of the new sets coming up, we have Iron Man coming up and we have Teen Titans. You can always check out trollandtoad.com for the latest previews and pre-orders. Take it easy, guys, and have a good day.